Hello my conscious queens, welcome back to another video, and to my new subscribers, welcome. I'm so happy to welcome you to my YouTube community. It is so fun to see all the likes and comments and subscribes and what you guys think and sharing. It's just so much fun and I enjoy it so much, and I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for watching as always. Oh yeah, before we begin, I just want to point out something. I know there's a pink unicorn behind me and an elephant, but I'm recording in my daughter's room today because the lighting is just so much better, so please excuse me. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about how to overcome low self-esteem. And low self-esteem is something that we all struggle with at some point or another. I remember for myself, I had very low self-esteem, especially coming out of relationships and you know, when I just finished high school, getting into my own thing, learning about, you know, my own thing, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, the work I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish in life. All of these things overwhelmed me, and I had such a low self-esteem because of my upbringing. I didn't value myself that much, that I didn't think I was worth anything. I didn't think that I could accomplish anything, or that my contribution would mean anything to this world. And today I wanted to share with you some tips on how to overcome low self-esteem. Some of these things obviously I did myself, that's why I can speak from experience. And I just want you to listen with an open mind, because I know when you are in a low self-esteem or in a place of low value, low worth, you're very skeptical. Your mind is always thinking of, well, yeah, I don't think that can work for me. You know, yes, it can work for you because of this, or yes, it can work for her because of that, but I don't think it can work for me. And that's what I want you to catch. When you hear yourself saying that, I want you to catch it, and I want you to stop yourself from saying that. So the first thing I want you to consider is your beliefs around self-esteem. What do you believe about having a low self-esteem or high self-esteem? Or what do you believe in general about self-esteem? Because your beliefs is where it all begins. Your beliefs is what manifests in your real world. So if you believe that you have a low self-esteem because you are not tall as your sister, or you are not as thin as your best friend, or you do not have as long hair as your neighbor, whatever. Think of your beliefs. Sometimes our beliefs are very deep-rooted. They come from our childhood. They come from people telling us what we can and cannot do. They come from, you know, what we believe deep down subconsciously about ourselves. So I want you to consider, and I want you to evaluate, what are your beliefs? Dig deep down inside you and find the beliefs of self-esteem. Okay, beliefs that you believe about yourself to be true about self-esteem. And if those beliefs are not in alignment with what you want for your life, if those beliefs are not going to support you and push you forward and help you be a better person, then I want you to change those beliefs. Okay? The next thing I want you to consider is that if you focus only on your flaws, if you are only focused on your flaws, I'm too fat and I'm too this and I'm too that and I'm not good enough and I'm not tall enough and I'm not pretty enough and my skin is not clear enough and I'm not thin enough and I don't make enough money, and if you focus on all of your flaws and all of your don't haves and all of your I wish I hads, you're always going to have low self-esteem because you are focusing on your flaws. And what does science tell us? Science teaches us that what we focus on expands. So if you are focusing on your flaws, if you are focusing on your don't haves, if you are focusing on your lack of, if you are focusing on that, it's going to expand and get bigger and bigger and bigger and more and more and more. And you're just going to be more and more and more of that low self-esteem version of yourself. So I want you to reframe that. I want you to think about every time you feel yourself going into that thought of, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm this, or I'm that. I want you to think about a thought contradictory to that. So, okay, I'll tell you exactly what I'm struggling with right now. So right now I'm struggling with my weight. I picked up a lot of weight recently, and it's due to hormonal changes and a lot of things going on. And when I want to wear something, or when I go shopping and I see something I want to wear, I see myself going towards the thought of, oh, I'm not thin enough to wear that. Oh, I'm too fat to this, or I'm too fat to that. What I do now is I catch myself in that thought and I immediately reframe it. And I go, well, I can wear this. This looks good on my body shape. Or that looks good on my skin tone. I change it to something else. I focus on something else, something positive. And I move away from that negative feeling and that negative thought of not good enough, too fat, too this, too that. Do you understand what I'm saying? The other thing I want you to consider is that it's normal to have negative feelings sometimes. It's normal to have a low self-esteem sometimes about certain things. No one is perfect. Nobody's lives are perfect. Okay? Nobody's body is perfect. So what? My body is not perfect. So what? I don't make 7 figures. So what? I don't live in a mansion. So what? Those things will come when I align myself to that reality. Those things will come when I manifest those things into my life according to what I am putting out there. Right? So by putting yourself down, by hurting yourself, by speaking down towards yourself, by speaking negatively towards yourself, you're not bringing all of those things you want any closer. You're pushing them further away. And I know in the beginning it feels unnatural to be positive and speak good to yourself. I know it feels unnatural in the beginning. But if you make it a habit, it becomes part of who you are. It doesn't just become something I do to feel better. It becomes part of who you are. And then you will see these things that you want in your life coming into physical form. The next thing I want you to consider is gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I speak about gratitude all the time because it is so, so powerful, and I've seen the results in my own life because of practicing gratitude. Now, this is the thing. You can either obsess over everything that you don't have, everything that you are not, everything that you wish you were, everything that someone else is that you are not. You can either focus on that, or you can focus on what you are, what you do have, what you are good at, the things that you contribute to the world, your gifts, your talents, your beauty, everything else that you have that no one else has. You can focus on those things instead and be grateful about it. So every single day, make it a habit to list the things you are grateful for. And if you're talking about self-esteem specifically, then dig deeper into those things that you are grateful for. So start from your head. I'm grateful that I have a head full of hair. How many people can say that? So many people suffer from hair loss and alopecia and all of these diseases and sicknesses where the hair can't grow, all of these things. I'm grateful that I have a head full of hair. I'm grateful that I have eyes that I can see. Oh, I want blue eyes and my eyes are brown. And I'm grateful that I have vision, that I can see well. I'm grateful that I can hear well. I'm grateful that I can smell. I'm grateful that I can speak. I have a body that is healthy. I can get up. I can walk. I can make food. I can do things physically. I'm thankful. Thank you for this body that I have that helps me move, that helps me get things done. I'm strong. Thank you for this body that is so strong that could birth a child. Yes? Thank you. Thank you for all of these gifts. Thank you that I have, a strong physique, that I can carry my child, that I can carry myself, that I can do the things that I want to do in my life. I'm not frail. I'm not weak. I'm not fragile. I'm not sickly. I don't have a bone disease where my bones break if I have an impact. You get people like that. So be thankful that you are the way you are. Thankful. Thank you that I have 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs. We're not grateful for the things we do have and we take them for granted. There's the story. I don't know if you heard of the story. This man, he was upset that he didn't have shoes. And he went and saw a man that didn't have feet. And this man was upset because he didn't have feet. And he was so angry that he didn't have feet. But then he met a man who didn't have legs. So, I mean, I can go on and on and on and make the story even longer than it is, but I think you get my point. Be grateful for what you do have, because there's someone out there that doesn't have what you have. Okay, and when you are grateful for what you do have, you will attract more. You will attract more. You will. This is a thing I'm speaking about because I've seen the evidence in my own life. I'm speaking from experience, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is jealousy and envy. Yes, there's always going to be somebody that you are jealous of, somebody that you are envious of, somebody that has more, somebody that has a better body and a better car and a better house and a better everything, a better life. You are always going to find those people. But this is the thing. You can either be jealous and be like, you know what? I'm so jealous of her and I wish I had her life and I don't think that she deserves it. And you can dig into that negative spiral of I want and she shouldn't have. Or you can lean into that jealousy, lean into that envy and be like, what can I learn from her? Okay, she's got a better body than I have. What can I learn from her and take into my own life to get the same results? Okay, she works out 3 times a week. I'm going to do that as well. She does yoga. I'm going to do that as well. She drinks water. I'm going to do that as well. She eats healthier. I'm going to do that as well. So you see, there's lessons to be learned. There's always something we can learn from someone else. And if you are jealous, lean into that jealousy and take the lessons. Learn what there is to be learned from that person and their results. You're not jealous of the person, you're jealous of the results that they have. So learn the lessons that you need to learn to get yourself those same results. And, following up from that jealousy thing, you cannot be someone else. You cannot be that girl you are jealous of. You cannot be her. It doesn't matter what you do. There is no way that you are going to exit your body and enter her body and live her life and be her. You cannot be her. So you need to make peace with the fact that you can only be you and you can only be the best version of you. You can be any version of you. But why not be the best version of you? Because you can only be you. Right? No one else can be you. You are in this body. This is you. Be you. Be happy about being you and be optimistic about being the best version of you. That's the only way that you're going to overcome this feeling of not being good enough. Because you're comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing yourself to everyone else. You're comparing yourself to what people are saying and what they think and what they think you should be and what they think you should do. And who you think you should compare yourself to. Stop. Stop. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you and just be happy with being you. Okay, it takes practice and it takes time. But when you get into the hang of being you and loving you and wanting to expand and grow and evolve and just become better and better and better version of yourself, you wouldn't want to be anyone else. This is the thing. Life is not fair. Life is not like, okay, I'm going to give everybody a fair amount of this and the same amount of money and the same looking body and the same everything. No, life doesn't work like that. Life is not fair, okay? Life gives you what you align yourself to. So if you are going to align yourself with having a good body, what does that look like? That looks like taking care of your body. That looks like loving yourself enough to give your body what it needs to look and feel and operate at its best. That means training your body. That means nourishing your body. That means pampering your body, right? This is the things we need to do to align ourselves to what we want. And then life will give us what we want. Just like if you want, you want better hair. Okay, you want longer, thicker, healthier hair. Okay, so instead of being jealous of Jenny next door that has the best hair, the longest hair, the straightest hair, whatever hair, think of what can I do to align myself to that reality so that I can attract better hair into my own life? How can life give me that hair? The universe, God, whatever you believe in. By aligning yourself with that. So what does that look like? It looks like taking care of your hair. What are you putting inside your body that nourishes your hair on the outside? What vitamins and minerals are you putting inside your body? What are you doing to take care of your hair? Are you brushing your hair? Are you doing protective hair styles when you are sleeping? Are you deep conditioning your hair? Are you whatever you need to do? I don't know. I can't think about those things now. But those things, whatever you are doing to align yourself with that reality, that is what you are going to get. Okay? Next thing you need to consider is, I forgot. Yes. The next thing you need to consider is, what are you proud of? What are you proud of? What have you accomplished in your life that no one else has accomplished that you can be proud of? Because when you find things that you have done in your life that you are proud of, it will raise your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you raise your self-esteem. You feel good about yourself. So what have you done in your lifetime that feels good, that you are proud of? What have you done? Have you lost weight in the past? It doesn't matter if you pick the weight up. Have you lost it before? That's something to be proud of. Have you written a book? If you have this, so many people, look at your family. How many people have written books? None. But you have. Be proud of that. Have you, I don't know, have you gotten a job? Yes, be grateful. Be proud of the fact that you have gotten a job. There are a lot of people who cannot get a job. Have you bought your first vehicle, your first car? Have you bought your first car? Great if you have. Because if you have, that means that you have accomplished something. You should be proud of it. It doesn't matter how small the thing is. Find small things to be proud of, and then you will find bigger things to be proud of as you make yourself aware of all the things you have done in your life to be proud of. Does that make sense? Okay, so every single day when you do your gratitude practice, and this is something that I do as well, I write down all of the things I'm grateful for, and underneath I write all of the things that I am proud of. And sometimes it's small things, sometimes it's things like, I am proud of myself that I am showing up for myself. I am proud of myself that I am putting myself first. I am proud of myself that I am evolving. I am proud of myself that I am putting my voice out there. I am proud of myself because I woke up early this morning. I am proud of myself because I did my full skincare routine today. Whatever it looks like for you, whatever it means to you, whatever you are proud of, write those things down every single day, and I promise you, you will see more and more and more things that you should be proud of yourself for. And by seeing more things to be proud of, you will have a higher self-esteem. The next thing I want you to do is focus on the things that you feel good doing. What do you feel good doing? Does it feel good when you are out in nature? Do more of that. Does it feel good when you are helping other people? Do more of that. Does it feel good when you are writing? Maybe you like to write poems or books or children's stories or short stories or whatever. If you like to write, write more. If you like to create stuff, do that. If you like to do beadwork, do that. Whatever you like to do that feels good. It must feel good. If it feels good, do more of it. So be more aware as you're going out throughout your day, doing things, doing normal things. Feel what those things feel like and move away from the things that feel bad and do more of the things that feel good. Okay? When you do things that feel good, you bring out positive emotion. And when you have a positive emotion, you're putting out positive vibrations. And when that is happening, you are attracting positive things. And you feel better. And you raise yourself. And you have a higher vibration and a higher self-esteem. Okay? But these are practices. You need to do these things daily. It's not something you do once and it's done. I have a high self-esteem. Great. Thank you very much. And off you go. No. These are practices. These are things you do every single day. You need to keep showing up for yourself. You need to keep being there for yourself. You need to keep progressing every single day. That's the only way that you are going to see the results that you are looking for, if you show up every single day. Okay? The next thing I want you to do is check your emotions. Bleeding out from the last point. Check your emotions. When you find yourself in that negative emotion, that negative state of mind, having that negative feeling, and then you spiral out of control, oh, you know, my hair is not long enough, oh, my skin is bad, oh, this, oh, that, I'm fat, I'm this and that, and you go into this negative spiral of all of these things that are negative, and you feel all of these negative emotions, I want you to stop. I want you to check yourself, check those negative emotions, because when those negative emotions are spiraling out of control and you are feeling them so intensely, you are manifesting more of that. You are manifesting more of that negative emotions into your vibration, into your life. So you are going to bring more things into your life to feel negative about, to feel bad about, to feel insecure about, to feel low about. Okay, so check yourself immediately when you find that negative thought or that negative emotion coming up. Check yourself. Check that negative emotion, nip it in the bud and change. Change your frequency, change your dial, change the station, change. Change into a different feeling. Change into a more positive feeling. The next thing you need to do is have a self-love practice, or a self-love practice or self-love routine that you do every single day just for yourself. So if self-love means taking half an hour to yourself to have a nice bath, do that. If it means you need to just relax for 15 minutes and read your favorite book, do that. Do something just for you every single day, just because you deserve it. Just because you deserve that time out. Just because you deserve that time of peace and quiet and tranquility. If that means going out in nature and enjoying yourself, do that. If it means going to the beach and just soaking in the sunlight and the ocean and the sound, do that. Whatever feels good to you as a self-love practice, do that every single day. My self-love practice includes yoga every morning, journaling or scripting, meditation, and reading. Those 4 things I do every single day without fail. When I wake up, that's my routine. I wake up, I'm into my yoga practice. Once I'm done with my yoga, I do my meditation. When I'm done with my meditation, I do my journaling. When I'm done with my journaling, I read from my favorite book or whatever book I'm reading at the moment. And that's it. Then I go about my day. Then I go about taking care of everyone else, because I've taken care of me. I've put me first for that first hour, 2 hours of the day. I've put myself first. So now I've filled my cup, and now I can give, because my cup runneth over. So now I can give to my daughter. I can give to my sister. I can give to whoever wants a piece of me can have freely. I give with love because I have to give. I made the time to fill my cup. And that's what you need to do with your self-love practices. You need to find stuff, find practices, find routines, whatever it is that you do that makes you feel good about you, that revive you, energize you, that make you feel like you have so much love and so much energy that you could just burst. That's what you need to do. The next thing you need to do is find your gifts and your talents. Every single person has gifts and talents. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care anything about your circumstances. You've got gifts and talents. Maybe you don't know what it is right now, but you do. You've got gifts and talents. So find those gifts and talents and share it with the world. If you don't want to share it on a public format, you can share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with people who will appreciate your gifts and talents. Okay? Because when you express yourself, and when you give your gifts and talents to people with the purpose of just giving because you have it to give, giving because you want to see joy, giving because you want to make the world a better place, giving because you want to see someone smile today, when you give from that pure intention, it comes back to you and it feels good. And that's what you're after. That's what you're chasing. You're chasing that good feeling, because that is where the low self-esteem doesn't live. A low self-esteem doesn't live in a good feeling. it lives in a bad feeling. So when you are feeling good, there's no space for that low self-esteem to pinch you, to poke you and be like, hey, I'm here. Your low self-esteem is back. Hey, I'm here. You should feel bad about yourself now. Don't forget to feel bad about yourself. You can't do that because you're too busy making other people feel good. Making other people feel happy and good and smile because of your gifts and talents and what you are offering to the world. And lastly, this is the thing. Negative people, negative and toxic people, they have to go. They have to go. There's no space for negative and toxic people in our world. Because why? Because when you are in a low self-esteem, when you are feeling low and negative about yourself, when you are in a low state of mind, it's easy for you to attract negative people into your life because you are feeling negative. At the same time, negative people are negative because they feed off negative energy. They want to see you negative. That's why they are negative. That's why they put you down. That's why they don't encourage you. That's why they hurt your feelings. That's why they say hurtful things to you. That's why they are hurtful and ugly and rude and aggressive and all of these things we don't want, is because they are negative people, and this is what they do. Sometimes they do it without even realizing it. They don't even realize what they're saying is hurting you or what they're saying is affecting you negatively. Sometimes you need to be the one that steps out of that and says, you know what? I don't want this in my life. I don't want you to say this to me. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to have this effect on me. And the best way to do that is just cut them out. Because I can tell you from my own experience, cutting out toxic people and negative people from my life has been the best thing I've ever done for myself. And the most toxic and most negative people in my life were my own family. When I cut them out, all of the other negative people in my life, I could cut away and I could, get rid of just like this, because it wasn't an issue anymore. It wasn't an issue for me to detach myself from negative people anymore. And that's what you need to do. You need to get yourself in a state of mind where you can cut negative people out without having to even think about it. Why? Because your self-esteem, your value, your worth, you deserve peace of mind. Your peace of mind and your well-being is so much more priority than pleasing someone else, than tolerating someone else, than putting up with someone else just because you have to. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything for anyone else besides you. Okay? So it's time you put yourself first. And when you put yourself first and when you absorb that feeling of being important in your own life and being a priority in your own life, that's when things will change for you. And I promise you it will. Okay? So put these steps into process, put these tips into a strategy for yourself and make it work for yourself, because I believe in you. So thank you so much for watching, my conscious queens. I love you so much. If you haven't already and this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.